Now that it's noon, Rachel, it's officially time to start the Week in Geek show. So are you ready to do this? Are you ready, Rach?
I am so ready.
Hey, buddy. I'm live streaming on the internet. You have to be quiet like a ninja.
Like a ninja.
Yeah, otherwise the internet will hear you and judge everything that you say. And then there will be a bunch of people on the internet like making fun of you. Yeah. All right.
It's kind of what the internet does.
I'll call you after. Yeah. Yeah. So we got a lot to talk about today. It's been quite an interesting week for video games in general, kind of, sort of here. One of the stories that happened that is kind of lame, mostly because this guy was a douche on the internet, is Adam Orth. Adam Orth, for those of you who have never heard of this guy, this is a guy who works for Microsoft, or rather, works for Microsoft as their creative director. But
look at that guy.
Look at that guy.
Being Coldplay so bad.
Yeah, but he was kind of a jerk. He took to Twitter, and after it was found out the Xbox 720 or whatever it's going to be called, after it was found out that it was going to be online, always online, like people started freaking out and being like, "Oh my God, that's super lame," and it is super lame, honestly, because there's a lot of people that don't have the internet, they can't afford it, but might want to buy their kids like the inexpensive, cheap version of a Microsoft console. And two, there's a lot of people that like to play video games in rural areas that don't necessarily even have an internet connection.
Right.
So I think if you're only trying to sell video game consoles in like New York and California and other big cities around America, like, Austin, Houston, Texas, things like that, great idea if you only want to be like a rich elitist thing. But so this Adam guy, he took it upon himself to, I guess, toe the corporate line or something. He went to his Twitter, said things like, sometimes the electricity goes out, I will purchase, I will not purchase a vacuum cleaner, things, just ridiculous stuff like that. And it wasn't smart, it wasn't savvy, and it wasn't the right thing to do. And because of it, Adam has been let go by Microsoft. And here is what Microsoft has to say about it. This person is not a spokesperson for Microsoft, and his personal views do not reflect the customer-centric approach we take to our products or how we would communicate directly with our loyal customers. So yeah, there you go. Guy's a douche, loses his job.
I know people that have worked with him at other companies before, and I hear that he is quite a douche.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever dealt with this guy directly at all, but like, damn, man, like, what the hell is your problem? Like, if you're working for a company, you do not go on the internet and say things like that. Even if you disagree with what the, Vox Populi is saying, the voice of the public, it's just not good. It's not cool in any way, shape, or form. Like, this guy is kind of a douche nozzle. I mean, to use a technical journalist term, if I could.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's it. And with that, I mean, what do you think? What do you think about the idea of the Xbox 720 always being on?
I think that's a terrible idea, just for the same things you stated.
Yeah.
I don't mind if it's always on, but I don't want it to always have to be online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it wants to be constantly connected, that's fine. Because anytime I turn my system on, I want it connected.
Yeah.
I don't ever want it not connected when I'm playing, but I want to have the option to not have it connected just in case I lose power or something.
Exactly. Like, you shouldn't be penalized for your internet going down at all in any way, shape, or form. And I just don't get it, Rachel. I just don't get it. Society is crumbling around us.
Well, I hear that there is a rumor going on that suggested that new Xbox won't require constant internet connection.
Yeah.
The rumor is it won't block used games.
Really? Well, yeah. Oh, that was a rumor going around about the PlayStation 4 also. That.
Right. Yeah, everybody's obsessed with this. Oh, it's not going to play used games. I don't think we've ever had any proof to fight the other side of that rumor. I think it's mostly just gamers on Twitter that assume that that's what's going to happen. I really doubt it. I don't see that ever being a good idea, even for the companies. But going to my story.
As we segue,
also,
we're not done talking about the future gen Xbox or the 720 or whatever yet, are we?
No, because there's lots of rumors that came out this week about it. Of course, every week has new rumors about the new Xbox, and there will be rumors until we finally get the stats on the game. But there's a report from VG Leaks, and they're saying that the company plans to sell the 360. To sell an add-on that will allow the new Xbox to play old Xbox games, play all the old Xbox 360 content, like XBLA games, digital downloads, and even retail discs.
How?
It's supposed to be an add-on.
So
that the Xbox 720 or whatever the hell it's called, the new Xbox, will be able to play old 360 content.
Couldn't I just keep my old 360?
360s are big. I would rather not have every old system hooked up to my 360. Hooked up to my TV, like I have now.
Yeah.
So I have a PS2 hooked up, got my PS3 hooked up, got the Xbox 360. I would rather, if I get the new Xbox, just have an add-on that attaches to it, and then I can play all my old Xbox 360 stuff and not have to actually have a 360.
Yeah, I guess that works for just having it like plugged in. Like, that makes sense. But yeah, I don't think I would get rid of my old Xbox until it finally red ringed on me. Actually, now that I think about it, it probably is a good idea to get this add-on. But I don't know why it's just not built in, I guess, is my questioning. It's like,
that would probably, I think, make the price of the system too expensive.
I don't know.
If it's already being rumored that the system's going to run about $500, and I'm guessing the add-on is probably going to be about $100, if not more. Kind of like when the 360 had the HD add-on plug-in thing. But either way, if it makes my new Xbox able to work with old 360 content, I'm all about it. I like backwards compatibility because I do like to go back and play my old.
I wonder if it's gonna be like the Super Game Boy thing, where you stuck the cartridge into the top of the Super Nintendo and then you stuck your Game Boy cartridge in that. I'm wondering if it's gonna be like the modern equivalent, because like when the 360 first came out, you could buy an external HD DVD drive. For it. So I'm wondering if it's gonna. I'm thinking it's gonna be something like that. Kind of, where you buy a separate disc drive.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be just like that. Yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of a prediction like that. Or maybe they could do something cool with like a Virtual Boy or anything like that. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, all of that.
Yes to all that. I don't know, but what I'm really curious is like why there has to be something extra to do the XBLA download stuff. Like, are the hard drives going to be so different that you can't just store your crap on there?
Well, I'm guessing it's going to be like the PS4. The PS4 won't work with old PSN titles.
That's like the corniest thing ever. I think like if you look at Steam, you get a new computer, you still get all your old games. That, you just have an account. And we all have accounts for PSN and XBLA and or just XBL, not XBLA. But you know what I'm talking about. Like, we all have these accounts already. There's a paper trail of our purchases, and it's digital formatting. Like, I find it hard to believe that the Xbox 720 doesn't have the power or the capability to be backwards compatible with digital content. And I think that now that we're seeing, we're all legacy gamers, as like gamers that are in our like 20s or 30s. Like, we have been playing games since the beginning, and like a lot of us still have the games that we grew up with and started playing with. And
heck yeah.
What?
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So I think that if companies really want to appeal, especially the hardcore market, they've got to find ways to legacy in their digital content. And
that's the problem, is I don't think they care about the hardcore market anymore. I think most companies are trying to just make money or reach out to the mainstream market, because Nintendo kind of showed them that mainstream was where the money was.
Kinda, yeah. But at the same time, look at Nintendo now. Nintendo is struggling because they tried to hit the mainstream market with the Wii U by being like super iPad, and they failed. And I don't know, like right now for this next gen, and obviously we're gonna have to wait until we hear more about the Xbox 720. But right now, this current next gen of consoles, and I'm including the Wii U in this, the PS4 is looking so good for so many reasons. They've
I agree.
yeah
But that makes me even more excited to hear about the new Xbox.
yeah that does yeah, exactly. I want to see what Microsoft is going to do to try and trump what Sony's already announced, and I'm
Yeah.
hoping that it's a bang and not a whimper. Um, yeah,
Okay.
because there's a definite chance that it could be shitty.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. They really need to stop focusing on Connect.
yeah.
Both Xbox and PlayStation need to just get rid of it. I don't want any more Move. I don't want any more Connect ever again in my life.
Oh, there is one really really fun game for the Move though, Rachel. And it's a jousting game. No, what's great about it is it's because it's a like you hold the Move in your hand and you have to think of it as it's like a candle, right? And if like you move it too much, the candle goes out. So you
I've seen this before.
what?
I've seen it before.
It's so much fun. It's so much fun to like shove your friends around and try and like win. Uh it's a blast. I don't know why you would hate on it so
It's
much.
LARPing with a controller in
It's
your
not
hand.
LARPing. It's not LARPing. It's like
It is
no,
LARPing.
it's just a quick little party game. It's more like along the lines of Twister or something like that. It's totally not LARPing. You are cray cray.
You do it in your underwear like you do with Twister.
Sure. Yeah.
Nice. I might be interested then.
You play Twister in your underwear?
Who didn't?
I don't know. The,
You didn't play Twister in your
nope.
underwear. Oh, you were such a boring teenager.
I guess so. Gosh, for some reason, like the big fat guy never played Twister in his underwear. Jeez. But the hot blonde chick has played Twister in her underwear.
I was a bad high school kid.
You were a bad?
Fat. You would not want to see me as a high school kid. It was not attractive.
I don't know. I like a lot of Dunk in the trunk, so. I'm,
I had badunkadunk everywhere.
damn, Rach.
I was like Donut Rachel.
Donut Rachel? Is it like
Yeah.
that's like your Nathan Drake costume?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't think you're gonna find a lot of gamer dudes that have taken off their clothes and played Twister in their underwear. It happens.
Oh, well, you guys should try it.
I mean, I guess so. All right. Maybe one day. I'm past high school now. So